Hey guys. I just wanted to talk about how, as a multi-dimensional being, as a multi-faceted being, and multi-talented as well, I don't want to have to fit into a compartment. I don't want to, even when it comes to social media, I don't want to have to represent only one facet of my humanity. For instance, I'm an artist, right? I'm a musician as well. If I wanted to be kind of fit into this society's model, I would only be out there as one of those things because it's too much to have more than one facet. At least that's how we're perceived, and people have a short attention span, right? But my goal isn't to get followers. My goal is to impact people by living in my unique embodiment of humanity. And for me, that means really representing all the different facets that make me who I am. I'm a spiritual person, deeply spiritual, but I'm also an intellectual, and I'm also an artist. I have a lot of different ways that I see the world depending on the lens that I put on in that particular moment. And I also have a lot of different facets to myself because I've been through a lot. And we create different versions of ourselves through adversity and trauma in order to survive the moment. And part of healing, right, is to integrate all those parts back. And that's what I've been working on, right? Inner child, inner teenager, all the different, all the different parts of myself that have been kind of fragmented from my core, my center. Anyway, point is, I want to celebrate all of me. And I want to do this to give you an opportunity to celebrate all of you. And I also just want to set the precedent that we don't have to be single-dimensional beings. I mean, single-faceted or single-dimensional. Man, my hair is crazy. We don't have to be one thing, It's like, what do you do? I don't know. Sorry, that sounded rude. But I have always hated that question because it's such a single-dimensional question. As if I only do one thing. As if there's one way to describe me that would sum me up in one word, in one phrase, in one industry. Please. And I know I'm not the only one out here talking like this. I know I have a community of people who get what I'm saying. We need to, or let us allow ourselves more to embody the fullness of the full spectrum of our humanity. And that includes our darkness too. And that's another thing that I'm doing that I think confuses a lot of people because they see that as an embarrassing act. They see that as something shameful, right? Something to be hidden. Sorry, light. But it's not. It's a very valid and important part of you. And if anything, it's the part of you that can really shine a light on the parts of you that are worthy of, sorry, let me rephrase that. It can really help shine a light on the parts of you that are really bright and special. It's just like we have to kind of get cozy with all the parts of ourselves in order to appreciate the other aspects, all of it. I don't know if that made any sense, but the point is, celebrate the diversity of your unique embodiment of humanity. And if you have a lot of different talents or a lot of different interests, or you're just, like I said, a multi-dimensional being, you have a lot of different layers to your humanity, celebrate that. Celebrate it and own it. Give yourself permission, and let's pave a path for more of us to be able to live this way. Because I'm so tired of being a business owner, right? Who was in like the Muggle world for my Harry Potter fans. Which, by the way, I quit to do this full time, to just be me full time. I love this crazy, my gray hair. I no longer have a Muggle business. But my point is, I did for a long time. And I always felt like I had to compartmentalize myself. Like, I'm not allowed to be these other aspects of myself when I'm representing my Muggle business. And it's bullshit. And for anybody who doesn't know Harry Potter, Muggle just means non-magic, like non-magic people. So it's really my code word for like non-spiritual people. It's like a joke for us Harry Potter fans and spiritual dorks. Shout out! But yeah, anyway, read it if you haven't. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's amazing. I'm all over the place. This full moon energy is pretty wild, man. But I'm just riding the wave, and I just want to get on here and just shout out to all my entrepreneurs, my multi-faceted, multi-dimensional beings who, want to live as one united version of yourself and not have to compartmentalize yourself into a million different things. And this goes for like celebrities too. Think about it. And Jim Carrey is somebody that I've been thinking about and who's been inspiring me a lot lately because he's self-made and he, as far as I know, But he was a big spiritual dork and basically wrote himself a $10 million check. And then within that year, he made 3 of his biggest films that made him $10 million. And people think he's a little crazy. It's like, hello? How do you think he got where he is? I don't know. I just feel like he's not allowed to be these other facets of himself. He's only allowed to be Jim Carrey, the actor, comedian. I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all. And I don't think that's what this future paradigm is going to look like. I think we're going to step more into this multidimensional, and even if you're not spiritual and you don't believe in whatever, they've been proven scientifically, so. But even if you don't, right, we have flat earthers still, like anything could happen. We all just, I think, need to give ourselves permission to just be ourselves fully in each moment, even when it doesn't look pretty to other people, even when it doesn't make sense to other people. We need to honor ourselves, first and foremost, always. So, hopefully that made sense. I'm sending love to all of you, and yeah, just thanks for all the love and support. This really means a lot. All right.